After a very successful meeting, na Nii Supreme Royals for Development. And my very first general meeting, and Nii is about thinking about Ghana, thinking about how to collaborate and make sure say Nkro I will krom hano. At the end of the day, development be a no. At the end of the day, they will surely achieve it. Now, more the PRO for association Nana Michel. Pacho Apome. Pacho, we PRO for association. We pese more about the association and some of the things Nibia looking forward. Yan enim.
Meda sene sa akonya ya ode amame. As chiefs, and I say nipa da sene no. Baby a tibia was say a pre in kind call ni a croye because together we can build. Say ye crow and I say ye ba kwa. The person ya achieve bi a betimi achieve. We na ahimfo na ahimafo yaba together. Your friend ho and I say your friend Supreme Royals. Your friend in Supreme Royals yes we stand for development. Interest say ya sudi da so a Supreme Royal for no development. Obi be say obi ana obi be say na ahimfo so development there mo kan development ase ne sen. Sabi ahimfo no ye na ye hwe kro ahodo so ana say ohene ni bi wo ho a ebia kro be 10 20 na hye na ase obi wo ho so a kro be 5 bi hye na ase na sade se obehwe se ni mindful no be konkan ana say ni mind no be tumpon nti no ahimfo from different areas me say if I'm Nii Abe Kobla the second me yek ba we go say jasiche me ka Supreme Royal for me na me yen pre-yaro nti no my joining cool because me per development me did say obi bia wa joining cool so up development and nti na nyina ya ka bom say ye di adwen ye betutu adwen ni ahwe how ye be utilize ye savvy ahemfo ni bi won saase ahemfo ni bi omukro no ye tuo ye ho ebi mu so ye to gold wo ho ye be dey as a group no what can we do so dey be ya obia de na dwen beba obia resources kakra say anchor like yen ya ye hu ye beboa say ye be ko external ne ya pe donors and resources e dey aboa ye crew ye nyina ye fi mu ba no enu ti na ene nyina hye mu ha ya be ye meeting e dikan ye di susu kuo no ho then the way forward nti mo be hu ye wa ha na ene Supreme Royal for ye be ye first meeting ye de badwin kuo no ho na ya hwe say what is the way forward, where are we moving or where are we going from here.
So as an association yenim se maka mo ho abom say be pray for development for your various communities. Development na ye hwe nim is it going to be limited to members of the association and moving forward mbebiem ya others can also benefit from it?
In the first place, when we say development, there are several forms of development. Your human development and your infrastructural development. Just in every endeavor, one needs to develop. Even if you are a spiritualist, you need to develop from baby one to another level. We are Christiania. We are bia asorima. You are vying obi or presse dachi obe elder of a church, and I say obe so for. Inti development there it cut across every Tom, Dick and Harry within every community. For instance, say me just say me just say what we going say. Your rules in ye say through the Supreme Royals. Your kabum ye ko fight say aban yesro your road the roads inner roads say the inner roads within our communities no ye pese umbwa na yensiesi na aban afa say okay fine obesiesie e bi okogomo aba bia gomo akoma se obetimi akosiesie ho obagon say obesiesie maybe based on Supreme Royals ye effort say ye be kaika aban say ye be ma aban a little pressure say undeveloped road no or develop here and Supreme Royal for and a benefit from the road. But virtually everyone in the community say oh nantio oti bicycle so ride take care more or be a benefit. We are not seeking benefit for only Supreme Royals. Sabi me kan me me fi gba we gon say obi fi go makumasi obi fi pando obi just say brown different anti development be a bar. It goes to every Tom, Dick and Harry within the association, and then every member of the association belongs to a certain community. So say we are going to carry out maybe a project or maybe oral health. Na you call Unilever na omo beboayin na omo facilitate sa project na. It just say every member of this community or this association will benefit. When I benefit, I'm taking it to Bawe Gonse. The one coming from Gomoa Kumase is also taking hers or his there. Until at the end of the day, not the we individuals within the association are the benefactors of whatever we are doing. It is our communities, various communities. In Nipa, our community mo and benefit from everything that we do within this association.
A lot of people are of the mindset na say eba kro echichia most of the responsibilities no age na iron for so. And ekoya kuye say most of these people are of the view say instead of our traditional leaders taking responsibilities and acting on behalf of some of the things need be happening, they are rather leaving some of these things to the politicians. When you hear things like this, you as a chief, you as the PRO for this association, how do you decode it?
Thank you for this question. This is what I've been championing or every time that I have opportunity to engage the public. It is universal. It is universal that development is about three things. It works like the kitchen, the traditional stove. In Ghana, we call it latte. The traditional stove has three heads. Without one, you can never cook on the two. And without two, you can never cook on the one. You need all three intact. That is the only way you cook and be able to fetch something and eat. So, in relating this to development, there are three factors. One, the chiefs. Two, the government. And three, the people. Why the chiefs? The chiefs are those with lands. Even if government will have to acquire land to do any development, they have to go to the chiefs to acquire certain lands from the chiefs and then name it government land. So the chiefs, number one, because every infrastructural development you need can never be done in a vacuum. You need to do it on a surface, and that is the land. So the chiefs play a very important role in every development, the same as government, because government is a policy maker. Government will have to draw or create the policies. Government will have to move for resources, liquid resource money. And then the people have to contribute. They have to buy into the project. For instance, if we live in a vicinity like this, where we don't need KVIP, for the fact that we need development, that doesn't mean the government will just come and build KVIP when we don't need it here. Look at this environment. Do you have to build a KVIP here? No. So the government has to fall on the chiefs and the people to know what really is the need of the people. Then the government provides. The chiefs have to also push the government. The people give pressure to the chiefs. The chiefs also push the government. We need this in our community. The residents associations fall on the chiefs. They collaborate with the chiefs, and then we also engage the government for development to take place. So development can not only be the government. It can never also be only the chiefs or the kings. It can also not be the people. We work hand in hand. We collaborate. We cooperate to be able to, sometimes we compromise to be able to get some sort of development within our catchment areas. Therefore, it is incumbent upon every Tom, Dick and Harry, and on every member of the community, every member of this association, every member of the communities, the towns we are coming from, and Ghana at large, Everyone needs development. You need to develop yourself. Even when you have first degree, it is not enough. Like self-development. If you have first degree, it's not enough. You did master degree, it's not enough. Okay, so each one of us needs development. So in terms of education, in terms of infrastructure, be it market, be it schools, be it hospitals, we cannot do it alone. People or chiefs and queens of Supreme Royal, we cannot do it alone. In the same vein, the government cannot do it alone. The government, after the policies, the government needs to fall on either the World Bank, donor countries and all that, fall on grants, loans to be able to help. So if the government does not have enough resources to do what they are supposed to do or develop, how much more chiefs? How much money do we have to build a hospital? How many chiefs have those capacities to do that? Even those who have the capacity to do that, they even fall on grants, loans, support from in and outside to be able to do it. So development is very important, and it's incumbent upon us to foster development, be it whatever area of development we need within our human environment or wherever we find ourselves.
All right, so now let's talk about the youth. I know I'm in Ghana here. The strength of the country depends on the youth. Looking at some of the things that are happening, whereby we go outside there, we hear a whole lot of stories about the negative practices that are being, acted by these our youth, being the brain or the future leaders. You being a chief, you being a PRO, someone who always would love to educate and also advise people concerning some of the things that you do. You have the platform. What is the message that you channel or you pass to the youth?
Thank you once again, and I thank viewers too. Our youth, I beg to differ. No country or continent can develop around anybody's culture. What is culture? Our language is part of it. The way we dress is part of culture. Our religion is part of culture. Therefore, today we have allowed ourselves within our communities, chiefs, we are part, the government is part, our people are also part of it. We are allowing our youth to be adopting certain cultures. That is not really in conformity with what we know. I don't think our constitution debunks our culture. Okay, when we're growing up, there was something known as a town council. Even when you are home and you hear town council coming, if you have left any field anywhere, you have to, our mothers, they will go and sweep it faster and put it in their cloth and go and hide it. Because once the town council comes and sees that field, you are in trouble. Today, what do we see? Filth all over. Young men of today, they will just drink water and throw it somewhere. But when we're growing again, even going to school, you dare not go absent yourself from school. The headmaster will send people to come and bring you to school. Your parents will support the headmaster so that you'll be able to go to school. You can't hide. Your uncle can punish you for not going to school and nobody will talk. But today, if you go trying to engage somebody's son or daughter for absenting his or himself from school, the parents will be wild on you. Today, our children, there is no discipline. Look, you meet primary school children on the street and they are speaking pidgin.
So in instances like this, are we saying or can we say parents, leaders have failed?
It calls for dialogue.
Tell us more.
It calls for dialogue. As I said, we want to develop our human capacity. Therefore, we need to bring on board, our people, be parents, and then governments needs to take part. The chiefs, we need to take part. We need to take a deliberate attempt. We need to make a deliberate attempt to change, okay, or to redirect our disciplinary levels. so that me, I cannot stand in front of an elderly person and act in a certain way. Even when I want to talk, when I see the white hairs, or when I see senior man, I'm measured by what I say. Even though maybe I may be peeved, but I'm measured by what I say. You see, today, youth of nowadays, they say anything. They don't care who you are. Now, manchana mojile. Ni yere chane you len chane mojile. Ni jase na mojile. Now, no hini no why or you hini into the. You dare not say that. So, if we need to develop, and we claim our youth are our future, then there should be a deliberate action to change our disciplinary forms and levels. Maybe the government can help to bring back certain policies. I know of life skills at the time, those days. There were curricula like life skills, religious and moral education, environmental studies. You see, it got to a point, religious and moral education left the system. Life skills was not there again. So maybe it calls for dialogue. So we redirect the movement or the forward march of the youth. Maybe it falls on the government, because the government is a policy maker. If the government had not made the policy and you go in fostering, you go trying to push certain things onto some persons, you may find yourself wanting. So maybe the government should take a deliberate attempt or a redirect. The government should redirect certain things in terms of our educational system, like life skills, which was helping the system at the time. I believe today our president and some of our old men, they went through this system, life skills. They were taught life skills, this environmental studies, religious and moral education, certain courses or programs that helped to shape them. Now they become assets to our country. And today, what do we have? Look at our education. Look at what is going on. I mean, children, look, you can't say anything to anybody's daughter or son. So yes, we are in the new world. Now artificial intelligence is in the system. How do we use artificial intelligence to redirect our way of doing things, to redirect our culture? Okay, we can portray our culture using the artificial intelligence, and we'll rather market what we have to the world. Okay, but today, look, most of the act, most of our culture, most of the things we do, they are not original. Our dancing, our drums, they are not original no more, because the true culture that used to exist has been corrupted, modified or modernized in a way. Okay, so we call for a redirection of our culture. If it will take us to go back and pick pieces of certain directions or certain guidance that was meted on our forebearers and our senior men today, our statesmen today, I think it will help. Because look, it is no doubt that those generations are like, I don't know how to describe them. Those generations, let's take it from our former president, our current president. You look at their disciplinary levels. Today we don't see those things. We don't today. Look, you can't boast of when those who even went to six forms. When you are talking to them, the wisdom alone they carry is huge. But today, certain things are no more in the system. Everyone knows it's right. Artificial intelligence. We are using the social media and the new media for a whole lot of things, instead of using these mediums to sell what we have. Yeah, I think yesterday also the government, President John Dramani Mahama, inaugurated Black Star Experience. It's in the right direction. Let's use that platform to market and then to redirect or promote Ghana with our culture. We shouldn't promote Ghana leaving behind our culture. So that is a giant step, and he has our back as chiefs and queens, supreme royals. The president will have our back because of what he has launched, the Black Star Experience. We all would want to be a part of it, to remarket Ghana, to remarket our culture.
All right, thank you so much. A lot of wisdom being shared here. But to someone out there who would love to join Supreme Royals for Development, what are some of the procedures member of this association?
Well, Supreme Royal is not like the other associations we see around. To join Supreme Royals, we'll roll out some sort of advert with maybe our contact, so that anyone who is interested, you have to come and then you join. You will not just join, but you have to face a certain panel. You will be interviewed. We will look at, one or two things, because we have our own unique form and ways of doing our things. Therefore, if you want to join Supreme Royals, nobody is buying you, but it is strictly for chiefs and queens. This is a royal association. If you want to join, our doors are opened, but it is not just a walk-in. You have to go through a certain, there are criteria to which you can join. So today is our first meeting. After our lunch, we still have, executives have a meeting. We'll have a meeting and we'll roll out how and the means through which one can join us through our various channels and our various mediums. So to the general public, keep your fingers crossed. Very soon we'll be rolling out the means and channel to which you can join Supreme Royals through the social media handles and through the new media handles. We are going to roll out those steps or those channels through which one can join Supreme Royals.
All right, thank you so much, Nana. Thank you so much, PRO, for your time. We really appreciate it. But final thing, to someone out there watching, looking forward, and still contemplating about some of the benefits that he or she will derive being part of the association.
When you become part of Supreme Royals as a chief or a queen, be rest assured that we are going to have that support. As a group, we are going to support one another. Whatever development we seek, even if through government, through NGOs or donors or grants or whatever, we are assuring you that when you join Supreme Royals, you are going to benefit. In every move we do, every project we carry out as a member, you are going to enjoy. For instance, I've mentioned our roles. How are we going to come together as chiefs to go to the government and lobby? Okay, to go to our district assemblies to lobby. Together we are going to foster that. Together we are going to help each one another. For instance, if it's in Gonse, and I call on Supreme Royals, they are all going to use whatever their networks, whatever, so that whatever we need in Gonse will come to bear. In the same vein, you in Gomwa, Kumasi, Gomwa, everywhere in Ghana, once you are a member of this association, any form of development you bring across, we are going to help you to champion that, to make it fruitful.
All right, thank you so much. That was the PRO for Supreme Royals for Development, and today happens to be their very first general meeting. So I'm for meeting Eddie Kobe Josvan, my blogger, social influencer, and a pundit. As usual, check me on all social media platforms for all your coverages. Macro, bye-bye.